got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. Boss. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say it, so what you gon' do? Stop playing. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind, game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.
We'll step on, spin, move, and zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 29 is Mike 29.
Jackson on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
At the 43-yard line.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That's good.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
45-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. This is the tight end Fant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
Pass incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing with too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, A lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 38, Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they give this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
6-0 our score after 1. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try.
For the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 31-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
First down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. There the Eagles are back within a score.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2.
Eagles 7.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
13 yards.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Play brings up third down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now Saquon Barkley, fighting off the defender. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play. First down. Time to the tailback, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Now Jackson. He's got Adams on the hook on. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Tressway now. Back now at FedEx Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll fire deep for Rager. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And out. It's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. On the screen, this is Eckler. And some room to work. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Get the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, That's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. That's out to the left and complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. This from long, very long range. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but they're